Hey there, it's Lenny Magill with the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop right here in San Diego, California. And today I want to show you a really cool tool that's designed specifically for your Glock handgun. It's a 4-in-1 tool, and it's really cool because, well, it comes in a small little package like this. But inside here are 4 different tools that are spring-loaded in this, kind of a switchblade concept. How cool is that, huh? And so let's go ahead and go through the 4 tools. First one I show you right there is actually probably the most important one because it's an item that is almost exclusive to Glock handguns. It's the front sight hex driver. Many of you know that the front sight on the Glock is actually held in place by this little screw, okay? And it's a hexagonal screw, 6-sided. Without this tool, it's almost impossible to tighten that and or even take it out. And the reason being because it's so flat. So when it sits inside of the slide, say inside here, you can see you have so little, there's the hole, right? I took this one out just a second ago to show you. You have so little clearance that you can't get a needle nose plier in there. It's very hard to get your hands in there and try to even start it by hand. So you have to have what we call as a front sight tool. Now, what's neat about this one, besides this cool little package and the switchblade concept of it coming in and out, is the fact that the tip inside has a magnet on it, so you can actually hold the screw in place. So it's magnetic. And because of that, then it makes it so much easier to go ahead and drop this in without having to kind of do all this thing. So it's a really neat feature. To have the magnet inside there to hold on to the screw itself. In fact, I was playing with it earlier, trying to see if it was in fact magnetized. And so I thought, well, what else could you do with this thing? And basically you can grab small things that sometimes you can't grab with your hand just by going in and touching the magnet to it. So it's kind of a neat little piece. I'm really impressed with that feature. Now, what makes this even more cool, though, are all the other items. So there's one, and then over here on the other side, here's another one, and this is basically a flathead screwdriver. And this can be used for a lot of different things. Obviously, adjusting some adjustable sights with a flathead screwdriver. Of course, small little flathead. Of course, you can get inside the gun and kind of pry around and put your slide lock in and all kinds of other things. So it's actually a pretty neat little handy thing to have. And of course, everybody, you always need a screwdriver, right? So that's easy. So that's cool too. Now on this other side is a .05 little punch or Allen piece. And that will work for certain sights as well and other applications. That one, I'm not quite sure what you would do with that. You could, I'm sure there's some use for it, but it's kind of neat. And some sites will use that for their adjustment. And the last one, which is actually pretty cool, is actually your 3/16 punch. And that's used to remove your pins on your Glock frame. See how it fits nicely right there in the backside as well. That would be the trigger housing pin, the locking block pin, and the trigger pin. Okay, so those are the 3 pins that come with most Glocks nowadays. So this tool, like I said, it's just one of those cool little items. It's kind of gimmicky because it has the switchblade concept, but it's cool. And we like cool things. It's inexpensive. It has a useful feature to it. And probably the most exciting to me really is the magnetic tip on your front sight screw. Because now I can go in there and normally, I want to come down on it. Sometimes if it didn't have that, I'd have to come up on it, which makes it much more difficult, and the screw's kind of bobbling around. Now I can just go ahead and get it lined up and start working it, and then screw it in and basically have it done in seconds. It's a really easy piece to use. It's fun because it has that magnet, and like I said, it's low cost and it's cool. And this is something you can put in your bag, and you've got a set of tools without a big toolbox. So that's it. I'm Lenny Magill. This is the GlockStore Performance and Custom Shop here in San Diego, California. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.